Welcome to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a spiritual manifestation coach and your guide to creating simple spiritual routines that bring more calm, peace, and inspiration into your daily life. As a busy, ambitious Latina myself, I learned how to ditch the overwhelm by slowing down and connecting with my inner wisdom. And I want to teach you how to do the same. By listening to this podcast, you'll learn how to expand your mindset, your abundance, and your ability to receive without the burnout. So if you're ready to step into your power, elevate your spiritual practice, and make manifestation a way of life, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Manifesting Latina podcast with me, your host. Today, I will be talking to you about something that is so important when you are working on manifesting, and that is how to set intention. And I'm going to talk a little bit about setting them with the new moon. Although I will set the disclaimer now, you do not need to set intentions with the new moon, although it can help. All right, so welcome back, everyone. This is your sacred space to explore manifestation, healing, astrology, and inner alignment with me, your host, Dr. Norma Reyes. And today we're diving into how to set powerful intentions using the energy of the new moon, but also how to trust your inner guidance above all else. Okay, so let's start with what's an intention. An intention isn't a to-do list item. It's an energy, a direction, a declaration of how you want to feel and grow. Intentions guide our focus. They shape your actions and ripple into your manifestations. So why the new moon? The new moon is a potent time to plant seeds. It's dark, quiet, inward, a cosmic clean slate. So energetically, it's the perfect moment to pause, reflect, and choose where you're heading next. Every new moon begins a cycle that blooms over the next 6 months, especially when you're aligning with your deeper self. But here's the key. You don't need it to be perfect. You don't have to follow astrology to the letter or moonology. You can simply listen to your intuition. Your inner knowing is always the most accurate guide, despite what's going around you. That said, if you're feeling stuck or unsure of what to focus on, you can use your rising sign to look at which house the moon is activating in your birth chart. I send emails out every new moon and full moon with guidance on how the moon is lighting up different areas of your life based on your rising sign. So if you are not on my email list right now, is a good time to make sure that you are, and you go and get on the email list so that you have those reminders in your inbox and making it easy. And this is based on your rising sign. And if you're like, that sounds like a lot right now, I am going to be giving you some basics here. So our current new moon that just happened over the weekend is the new moon in Taurus. So this earthy sign is about stability, self-worth, finances, values, and sensual pleasure. So you can forget trying to connect with your rising sign information. If you're like, all of that is so confusing, you can simply work with the new moon and its energy directly. So some intentions to consider with the new moon in Taurus is I intend to feel grounded and secure in my finances. I intend to create routines that support my nervous system. I intend to trust in my worth without overworking. So that would be intentions that you would set now this month, the month of April going into May, and then, looking for it to flourish over the next 6 months. Now, the next new moon, the new moon in Gemini, will fall in May, towards the end of May in 2025, because that changes every year. I just wanted to make that clarification. So with the new moon in Gemini, the Gemini energy brings curiosity, communication, learning, and flexibility, and intentions that someone would consider during that time if you, again, are only using the new moon energy in Gemini. is in setting intentions to speak your truth with clarity and compassion, intending to explore new ideas and follow your curiosity, intending to release overthinking and trusting your voice. Okay, so that is some examples on the new moon and how to just focus on the new moon energy for that lunation. Keep wanting to say the month, but the new moons really don't follow our calendar months and that new moon energy. And it's going until the next new moon, which is at the end of May of 2025. Okay, then we have a full moon coming up in about 2 weeks. And that is going to be in Scorpio. That Scorpio energy is about transformation, emotional depth, and releasing what no longer serves you. Now, before I dive into what to do in during that time, during full moons are like a culmination. So these are intentions. If you think of like full circle, then these would be new moon intentions you set in November when the new moon was in Scorpio. So if you set any intentions or if you can just reflect back to what you were doing or thinking in November, if you have a journal, pull it out and go look. What intentions did you set there? What were you hoping to do over those 6 months after setting the intentions of the new moon in Scorpio? Now, if you didn't, don't stress out, don't freak out. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong, but that is how working with the new moon and setting intentions with it is you set the intentions during the new moon of that sign. For example, what I'm talking about right now is Scorpio, and then now it's been 6 months later, and you are getting to the culmination of that full moon, particularly in Scorpio, and then you are releasing what is no longer serving you, either because it's not helping you meet your intentions or just in general need to release certain things about that, right? And over those 6 months, those things could have come up for you. Things that you're like, oh, these are things that I need to let go in order to manifest or have the life that I desire. So now back to Scorpio. Scorpio energy is about transformation, emotional depth, and releasing what no longer serves us. What this means for you is that this is a powerful time to release old fears, shame, and hidden emotional baggage. Some journal prompts that you can do for this coming up full moon in Scorpio is, what truth am I ready to own? What emotion have I been avoiding that's ready to be seen and healed? So those are examples for the upcoming full moon in Scorpio. And like I said, if you are not on my email list, you should be, because I will be sending emails like this every single month, and it'll be a time to reflect and release and remind you of like, oh, it's now the full moon in Scorpio. Oh, now it's the full moon in Sagittarius, which is going to be in June. To all of these things that are happening. And I know it's a lot. I know when I first started in moonology, I wanted to do all the things and it can become overwhelming. So when you keep it simple, when you have someone just guiding you along the way, it makes things so much easier versus trying to like consume it all, do it all, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And then you put a pause because you hit a burnout a wall. And then you find yourself kind of back to square one in a few months because you still want to do it, but you took on too much at once. And so, the tools around you, if you have, like I said, a guide that can help you along the way, such as myself, I'm sending those emails out already. They're free, they don't cost you anything, and they are reminders of where the moon's energy is. Okay. Now, if you're like, but I just want to set intentions right now. Awesome, because we are going to be doing that just now. So here's an intentions exercise. And grab your journal or open your notes app, take a deep breath and release, clear, get yourself centered here in this moment. And ask yourself, what is one thing I want to shift or call in over the next 21 to 30 days? What is one thing I want to shift or call in over the next 21 to 30 days? And so this is a short-term goal intention for you to set. Maybe perhaps you just want to, over the next 21 to 30 days, is start a workout routine. Very simple, right? Like, okay, what can I do to start moving my body? And something that actually I just did this last month or beginning last month was a 30-day challenge. And for me, it's like I hadn't been getting back to being as active as I wanted. I would create workout plans and I just was not sticking to them at all. Like I just could not get myself in it. And this is where I say, like, if you can find a guide, and a guide isn't just a person, it could literally be YouTube videos, which is what I did, And I am about to be done this week with a 30-day challenge of workout. And I'm so proud of myself because I stuck with it when I've been trying to follow my own guidance. And what I mean by that is like I created workout plans and I'm going to do this. And then things would just get in the way. Like I still have the exact same time that I have had in these last month, except that now I just open up my laptop, push play on the YouTube, and hit the next day and hit the next day. And some of them have been up to like 25, almost 30 minutes. And I, in the past, would have been like, oh, I don't have time for a 30-minute workout. Oh, I can't do this today because of this and that. And so I'm really proud of myself for sticking to it. But the most important thing was having someone else just tell me what to do, even if it was just YouTube. And so that has also helped me get back on track in the way of my fitness that I've wanted to. Like I started looking at different workout classes I can take, both in person and virtually, and how to fit that into my schedule and how to make that priority versus like, oh, the boys have this, so I can't do that. So when you are setting this intention, this one thing you want to shift, allow it to be something that you're going to work on, but you're going to be flexible with getting there. It's going to be things like I said, like maybe you want to shift and start a workout plan and you can find something on YouTube or find someone on Instagram or find a challenge. I feel like challenges can sometimes push us there, but I also want you to remember that just pick one thing. Because if you try to like, oh, I'm going to change my eating habits and I'm going to work out, and then, like all of these things pile on and then you just can't focus on them. Okay. The next question is going to be, what is something I want to expand into or achieve within the next 6 months? What is something I want to expand into or achieve within the next 6 months? So this can be, again, now something long term, like maybe over the next 6 months, you want to develop and grow your business. Maybe over the next 6 months, you want to shift your career. Maybe over the next 6 months, you want to be more open to finding a new relationship or dating or whatever it is, right? Or maybe you want to start focusing on your finances for the short term, for the long term, whatever it is. What is something that you want to expand into or achieve within the next 6 months? So write down at least one short term and one long term intention. Keep it simple, specific, and emotionally resonant, meaning, make sure that it's something that's exciting to you. Because if it's not exciting, then you're not going to have that motivation to continue going, right? And it has to be something coming from within. So take a moment to think about what do you want to shift and bring in over the next 21 to 30 days, and then what's something more long term. And they can be related or they cannot, they can be two separate things. So a 21 to 30-day intention could be like, I intend to start my mornings with calm and clarity through 5 minutes of meditation. And a 6 month intention can be, I intend to build a soul aligned business that supports my family and my joy. So if you feel blocked, come back to your breath. Take a few nice clearing breaths. Take one in, pause and release, and ask yourself, what does my soul need right now? And just pause there for a moment. What does my soul need right now? The answer will guide you. Now, if you feel like, I don't know, which sometimes happens, I want you to write down that question. What does my soul need right now on a sticky or on a scrap piece of paper? And I want you to just have that with you. If you're like, I cannot think about this, or I'm trying, but I keep feeling like a blank, take that with you, have it on your desk, have it where you work, and then let the answer come to you. And something fun, if you are like, okay, I'm open to being a little woo-woo here, take that question and put it under your pillow. If you truly feel like I don't know, or things aren't coming in, or you feel like I don't have the mental space or capacity to do this right now, but I really want to, you can even write down all three questions and put them on a piece of paper, put them under your pillow. And before going to bed, just remind yourself like that the questions are there and that your subconscious mind is going to work on these. And when you're ready, you're going to get the divine inspiration on these intentions. So remember, you are co-creating your life in every moment. Your intentions aren't just wishful thinking, they are energetic blueprints for who you are becoming. If you want guidance on each moon each month. Join my email list. My link is in the show notes. So you can get moon updates, journal prompts, and rituals based on your rising sign. If you want deeper support, I've got two beautiful ways that you can work with me. One is a 3-month Moonology reading package where I will do a Moonology reading, letting you know what your next 3 lunations are. And we'll do a 45-minute session reviewing that. And the other way you can work with me is through bi-weekly one-to-one coaching over 4 months, where we will do the real healing work, clear old blocks, and build a soul-aligned life from the inside out. I highly recommend booking a discovery call to see if it is a fit for you. And of course, if this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, leave a review, screenshot it, tag me on Manifesting with Norma on Instagram. I love to celebrate your magic. You're already doing the work. You're already on your way. Trust your timing. Trust your intuition. Trust your soul. Until next time, sending you lots of love and moon magic your way. Thank you for tuning in to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I hope today's episode has inspired you to expand your mindset, embrace your spiritual power, and manifest with confidence. Remember, growth happens when you allow yourself to receive. And if you love this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who's ready to expand too. Until next time, keep believing, keep thriving, and keep manifesting your best self.